Welcome to Matchbox Memories, everyone, and today we will be looking at the 2024 Moving Parts Mix 5. And there are 5 cars as usual in this mix, and there are some beauties, including a brand new casting on the right there. So we will unbox each of these vehicles and have a look at them and then compare some of these to previous models that Matchbox has produced. And then I will also try and get through some of these random main lines from what I'm going to call old school Matchbox cars that we will open and have a look at as well, and then do some comparisons to some of those vehicles as well. So let's begin with looking at these moving parts vehicles. I'm going to do perhaps 2 at a time, and we'll leave the new casting till last. So let's start off this video with a couple of unboxings here. All right, I'm going to start this off with this fire truck, the Seagrave fire truck, which I think also came in the 70th anniversary collection in gray. Pretty sure this is the same casting. I didn't pull out my other version. I will be doing a fire trucks video at some point later on in the year, so we'll have a look at that again at that point. But here it is. There's the back of it. You can see the Seagrave license there. So we'll open that and we will have a look at this beautiful Buick Riviera, the 1964 Buick Riviera. This is the 3rd version of this casting that Matchbox has done, in the original in black as a moving parts vehicle, and then it came in the collector's series quite recently in red, and this is the 3rd version, which we will open and have a look at. All right, so I've taken the first 2 vehicles out of its packaging. First is this fire truck, and I noticed that this piece has not been installed, so you have to install it yourself. And the reason for that is it wouldn't fit in the packaging if they had installed it. So there it is, and there's the vehicle. So let me just install it real quick. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't have enough hands to do that, but give me a second while I do that, and then we'll have a look at these cars. So it's been installed, guys, just to show you, it wouldn't have fit in the packaging if they had installed it. So it's a smart idea. It's a quick installation. You just push it into place, and then you have this sort of moving part ladder, which is quite nice. You can see. All right, so let's have a closer look at this fire truck. Look at that fully detailed side. This is just gorgeous. I love these fire trucks. I wish Matchbox does more police cars. 2024 has been a bit of a disappointment in terms of police cars. Some nice ambulances, some nice fire trucks, but really police cars have been a bit of a disappointment. They did do the new Ford Interceptor SUV, which was nice, but they didn't finish the front on it, and that's probably the only excitement there has been as far as police vehicles have happened in 2024. This one's really nice. Fully detailed front. And details at the back. Beautiful, beautiful casting with the moving part. Beautiful. Ladder extends in and out. All right, and then the 1964 Buick Riviera, 3rd version. It's a browny purple. I'm not sure how to describe this color. In different light, it does have a bit of a purple hint to it, not a turtle hint, a purple hint to it. And this is just a gorgeous casting. Beautiful, look at that. Bit of a gap in the doors, as you can see. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. It amazes me in this day and age that they can't figure this out. That's really nice. Fully detailed back. Front's not detailed. Well, it's got this portion of it is because there's a bit of white here, but the lights are not detailed. 1964 Buick Riviera, and I did pull out the 2 previous versions, red and black. The black one is the original, and I have to say that one is my favorite. Look at the detailing on those seats there. Beautiful. And this one's premium. The red one's premium with the rubber wheels. Detail lights there. Very, very nice. Good set of seats. Yeah, these are just fantastic. Really, really happy that Matchbox added this particular vehicle to their line. I know a lot of collectors are very, very happy to add this to their collection. All right, next two vehicles we're going to look at are the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van in black, second version of it. Hot Wheels did a premium version of it as well. I was trying to find my die-cast version of that, but I couldn't. But I do have the original version of this as well. So we'll open and have a look at this vehicle, as well as the fifth version of this 2004 Honda S2000 in blue. And I just find this casting to be so much better than the Hot Wheels version. All right, so I'm going to open those two up and we will have a quick look at them. All right, let's have a look at this Mercedes Sprinter van first. Almost the German flag colors. Beautiful, beautiful black, matte black. Almost a matte black, it's not quite matte. And I tried opening it. Oh, maybe it's opening this time. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to open. It's slightly off its railing, so I'm not going to force it here. So I only have one of these and I don't want to break it, which is sad. Quality control need to be better. But anyways, beautiful casting. Look at that. Details on the top. Detailed interior. Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. Would have been really nice if the back doors here opened as well, but this piece here is not doing well. But I do have the previous version that we can look at, and that one does open. And that one's really nice as well. So this is the original version. Livery on this one's not too great. You can see the front's not done. This one, they have completed it. Front's done, front's detailed, as is the back. Much, much nicer casting. Fortunately, the moving part doesn't move. I should get a $3 refund. Now it's just a regular mainline. So be it. All right, Honda S2000 from 2004. It's a beautiful car. I really like this casting. Look at that. Detailed bonnet or hood. The engine's detail. Look at that. Fully detailed there. It's just a really nice casting. And this, as I mentioned, is the fifth version of this particular casting that I have in my collection. And I think there are only 5 in the lineup. So it's complete. And let me just get the rest so we can have a look at them all. All right, so I have all 5 versions of that. It debuted as a premium with the rubber wheels quite a few years ago. I'm not sure exactly which year it is. So L45, you can go back and figure that out. Week 45, I'm not sure the year that L signifies, but this is the original version. This one was quite hard to find in Vancouver. Nice little casting, and then we had it in red. This version never came to Vancouver. This was from about 4 or 5 years ago during the COVID shutdown. I got mine from the US on eBay. I have 2 of them. So this one was probably the hardest one for me to find locally, as it never showed up at our Walmarts. And this one's fantastic with those wheels. Once again, premium with the rubber wheels. And then Matchbox moved it into their moving parts line. So these three cars are from the moving parts line. Debuted in white a few years ago with these beautiful gold rims. And look at that, engine stays up. Bit of a gap, but it's not terrible. It's not great either. And then the green one is an exclusive to Japan. So this one's probably the hardest one to find generally. I got mine at a collector's show in Vancouver. It's quite nice. And then the blue one we just looked at. So there they are, guys, and we'll keep going. All right, the new casting for 2024. So we haven't seen this car before. It is a car that I'm not too familiar with. It's called the Bizzarini 5300 GT Corsa Revival. So look at the card art. So the little that I know about this Bizzarini brand is that it was founded by a gentleman named Giotto Bizzarini. He is an Italian race car driver that drove for various car companies, including Alfa Romeo, and then later on he was the chief engineer at Ferrari, and then he started his own brand. And I think this particular vehicle, or version of this vehicle, won Le Mans in the 60s, and very recently Bizzarini recreated some of these some versions of this vehicle and sold them for 1.9 million. I think they made like 20 or 30 of them, and they put them back in the market for 1.9 million. So I think as a tribute to that, or in collaboration with Bizzarini, Matchbox decided to also create this vehicle. So I'm going to open this up, have a look at it. I'm not that familiar with this vehicle, guys. I just got some information off the internet. I hope that helps you guys, but do your own research. Let's have a look at this car. It looks quite cool. Okay, this one looks really cool. Let's have a look at it here. So number 3, fully detailed rear. Left-hand drive. Look at that detailed engine. And the moving part does not stay up, so it's a bit of a disappointment, but that's Matchbox engineering for you. Hopefully Bizzarini engineering or Bizzarini engineering is better. So that's the Bizzarini 5300 GT Corsa Revival. And that is just beautiful. Beautiful casting. Love it. Looks really good. Glad to add that to my collection. All right, guys, so that's it for the moving parts vehicles. Now let's have a look at these older Matchbox vehicles that I've been buying over the last few weeks, and I'm very excited to open some of these. So let's just go ahead and open some of these up. So let's start off with this Toyota Supra. I generally love this casting. I've got quite a few different versions or different colors of this in the Hot Wheels line and in the Auto World line. This is the first version of this particular Toyota Supra that I have in Matchbox. So would really love to open it. As you can see, this is called the Matchbox Premier Collection, and it's one of 25,000. It's limited edition. Comes with this black box, and we've seen other cards from this era, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but there it is. And it's from 1995, so coming up on 30 years. Looks quite good. Let's open a few cars at the same time. So another vehicle from that same collection. This one is a Jaguar XK120. Seen this vehicle before. This one looks really cool. Look at the lights there. Brilliant. Hills is the name of the store that this was purchased in. (1995) as well. And I got another one of them. What is this? This is, I think, is the same car. Yeah, Jaguar XK120. Different line. This is from the super fast line. Limited edition to 15,500 vehicles. And this one's a little bit newer, from 2005. So 20 years old, or coming up on 20 years. So let's open those three up and have a look at them, and then keep continuing. All right, guys, so I've opened those up. Let's have a look at this Toyota Supra. It seems quite boxy and wide compared to the Hot Wheels or Auto World vehicles that I have. I didn't pull them out to compare, but and then the tires sort of protrude way too much. Look at that. Look at the gap there. They're really messed up on these tires. Like, it's horrible, horrific set of axles there, just way too wide. And it was not a bad vehicle, but certainly disappointing. The back's really nice. Detailing on the back's really nice. Front is not detailed. Actually, it is detailed, but not the best set of lights. And the tires are absolutely atrocious. So 3 out of 10 for me on this particular vehicle. And then the quality control, as you can see there, isn't very good on the paint. Yeah, not the best casting, if you ask me. All right, let's have a look at the Jag next. So this is the newer of the two. This one is made in China. Jaguar XK120. Detailed front, including the number plate, which is nice. Right-hand drive and detailed back as well. So all the bells and whistles, no complaints on this particular vehicle. And this one certainly feels a little bit heavier. Also has a number plate and detailed front, detailed back. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful car. Also made in China. All right, in the interest of time, we're going to look at 5 cars at a time here. Here we have a VW Bug, a 67 VW Transport. This one's from 1998 license. So we'll open that. We'll have a look at the 97 Land Rover Defender 110. This one's going to look amazing in my collection. So I got lots of these, but this particular one I don't have. So very excited to add that to my collection. Got a DHL van here, or a truck I should say. Just says DHL on it. And this one's from 2006. And sorry, the Land Rover Discovery 110 is from 2007. It's a similar era. Then we have an orange 1972 Lotus Europa Special in orange with a chrome interior. Beautiful. Love the card art on this. This is one of the best eras for card art, I think. And this is from 2011. And let's open one more. Let's open another truck. We got a MAN TGS 18440. From 2019. So I'm going to open those 5 cards up and we will have a quick look at them. All right, let's have a quick look at these. Start off with the Volkswagen Transporter. Good details at the back. We have visitors. They are here. Interesting livery. Detail front, no details at the back, but nice little bug. I like collecting these VW bugs, so nice addition to my collection. Here is that MAN truck. Feels like it should be a moving part. Oh, it does. It is a moving part, so there it is. Tilt down. And then this piece should also be a moving part for it to work, but it doesn't. It doesn't move, so it's an unusual tilt. But anyways, can't get too fussy here. This was the brand on this is called MAN. You can see it there. Nice little truck. This is a delivery truck. This is a DHL delivery truck. And it also has a moving part. The doors here do open, which is nice. Lotus Europa in orange. And in my last video, we looked at the latest version of this vehicle, which I did pull, so there it is. And 4 versions out, so that's the one we just looked at. That's the one from the latest mix in 2024, and those are 2 vehicles that I did have in my collection as well. So I have 4 of them now. I think it's a beautiful casting. And I know I have other versions of this, I just haven't got to opening them, or they're stuck in 5 or 9 packs. But it's a nice little collection that's coming along. And now we will have a look at this Land Rover 110. Alright, this has to be one of my favorite castings. The Land Rover Defender 110. Land Rover Defender 110, 1997 licensing. It's just beautiful. Unfortunately, the front's not done on this one, but it is a gorgeous casting. And I think, because we do have a few seconds, I'm going to pull all of these out and we'll have a look at them very, very quickly. Alright, so this is the one we just looked at. So these are other versions of that particular vehicle. I'm pretty sure this one might be the same vehicle as that, but this is a custom I bought on the web, but I can't really identify which era or which vehicle it is. I mean, it's got to be either this. There's only 2 red, but I think it has to be that, I think. Because the only other red version is a different casting. It's got the plastic piece on there. So I think theoretically this one is actually this custom that I got, but I'd have to scrape off some of the dirt or the paint on this. I think it's beautiful. Anyways. Alright, so a few different versions of it there, guys. This one's the Anaconda. There's a variant in this particular casting in the wheel well. One has a silver on the interior. The other one has gold, or this orangey gold, on the inside of the wheel well. Difficult one to find, guys, because you literally have to open them up and have a look at the back of the wheel well to see the difference. But same casting, just one minor change or minor difference. And found out about it, I found it, and then we have it in yellow. We have it a part of the, what is this? This is Forest Services. It's not National Parks, it's Forest Services. This one's a hard one to find. There's this emerald green version and another orange version. So these are all the same castings. Then they changed the casting. So those 2 are the same as the versions we just saw, the white one and the brown one. And then they changed the casting. It's exactly the same, except they have this plastic inclusion. And then a few years later, they changed it again and it's slightly different. So this one is the 3rd version of that casting. I really like it. I am happy to have a complete box, and there's still 4 or 5 versions of this vehicle that I'm still looking for. There are also some wheel variations in these different models that I'm actively searching, and you know, it's not a super popular casting, so once in a while you do see them go for a deal on eBay or other online websites that I keep looking at to try and complete this particular set. All right, next we're going to have a look at 5 more cars. The first being this Ford GT in black and silver. Limited edition again to 15,500 from, I think it was 2005. It is. So we'll open that. We'll have a look at this Bronco 2. I already have this in my collection, but the wheel wells are rusty, so I'm happy to add that. Then we've got this Chevy Blazer from the early 2000s or late 90s. So this one is from 1996, quite old. And another Chevy Blazer, similar era, 1998. Let's open one more for now. It's another truck. This one is called a Highway Hauler. Pretty sure it's a fantasy truck. It's got a moving part from what I can see. And this one is from 2007. So let's open those 5, and then got our last few vehicles there to open. We'll open them up next. All right, so I've opened those up. First is the Ford GT, limited to 15,500 vehicles. Look at that fully detailed back. That looks fantastic. Detailed front, side livery. It's got all the bells and whistles. Set of wheels that looks like they will drive fast. And there it is. 2005 Ford GT. Beautiful. Left-hand drive. Ford Bronco. With those, what looked like a bunch of piranhas. Blue interior. Already have this, but my version is damaged. You can see the wheel wells are rusty, and there is a bit of play wear on it. So happy to put this one aside, donate it. Some lucky kid is going to get to play with that one. I'm going to put that in its place, the new one. And this one here is a cheap, I think, a knockoff, a Matchbox knockoff. It says made in China. It's not exactly the same casting, but it is very, very similar. Look at that. Those two are Matchbox vehicles. That one is some sort of a knockoff. All right, next we are going to have a look at the Chevy Blazers. I love this casting as well. I think it's very, very cool. In later years, they removed this plastic antenna. I'm sure a couple of kids swallowed it or choked on it, and Matchbox made a good decision to probably take it off. It does look pretty cool with the antenna, I have to say. There's another one. To protect and serve. Police MB Matchbox Unit 15. Very cool. Made in China. Made in Thailand. And then I'm just going to add it to my Blazer collection. So I've got quite a few different versions of it. These two are different. They have different lights. Show you the top there. See, one has a solid bar. The other one's got a piece of metal in the middle. Didn't know it. Thought I was buying the same car. Opened it up only to find that they were different. Pretty sure those two are the same. One has the antenna, the other one doesn't. I think it's just fallen off. This one I think is from a 5-pack. These are just different versions that I own. And I am happy to add 2 more versions to my collection. Oof. There you go. So, got a few different versions there, guys. It's coming along quite well, and I know I have a couple more coming in the mail that I'm excited to add to this lot as well. Finally, this truck. I'm not sure what the actual delivery truck again. And this one has a sliding, doesn't quite reach the ground. Guess it's not for cars, but it's just for cargo. It's a nice little van. Truck. Made in Thailand. All right, so we've looked at those, and then let's just have a look at the last few. So first we have a dune buggy. Beautiful livery. From 2007. We have this Corvette. 2015 Corvette Stingray. I think I paid $4 for this. Hard one to find. Nice card art from 2015. All right, this one is from the 2024 mix that I just opened last week. Didn't find this the first time around at Walmart. I found it yesterday, so I thought I'd pull that out and have a look at it as well. The Tesla Roadster. And then we have a 2015 Ford F-150, and this one has the Rannoch livery. So this one's going to be a fantastic addition to my Rannoch collection, which I'm very, very excited to add more cars to. And this one is a 2015 Ford F-150, just in case I didn't say it before. Oh, we already looked at that. 2007 Ford Shelby GT500 with the white racing stripe from 2008. Another 2007 Ford Shelby GT500 in yellow, also from 2008. And finally, a taxi, an Austin FX London taxi in blue, 60th anniversary 2012. So I'm going to open up those very, very quickly and we will have a look at them and call it a video. All right, so I've opened those the final set of cars up. The two Mustangs to begin with. Shelby GT500 convertible 2007. I've got several versions of this. I didn't pull them out, but I'm just going to have a look at the two that we just opened. No detailing on this particular one other than the side stripe or the stripe across the hood there. Not bad. Corvette, fire rescue. I like this casting. I think it's pretty cool. Good livery too. Look at that. Quite sharp. Not sure if there is a fire department in the world that actually has a Corvette as one of their vehicles, but if anyone knows any better, please let me know. It's quite nice. Ford F-150, beautiful with the Rannoch livery, absolutely gorgeous. Hard to find this one. Detailed front and back, look at that, beautiful. Just a nice casting. London taxi. Good details on this one. Sadly, the front and the back are not finished. Dune buggy. I love this casting. I think it's really cool. I don't particularly collect it, but it is quite nice. Look at the livery on that. Really, really nice. Quite heavy as well. All right, and then finally, the Tesla Roadster in this matte black. Zero emission. Number plate, detailed back and front, and let's compare it to some of the other versions of this particular vehicle. All right, so we might have to say this is getting slightly overdone here. We've seen a few, these are all in the last 4 years. Look at that, all different versions of the same vehicle. So this is one we just looked at in this matte black. This one might be my favorite in this sort of maroonish color. Seen it in silver, in a different gray, in a different black. Just to compare the two, they are quite different. One's more glossy, the other one's more matte. And then of course we saw it in the moving parts line as well. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different vehicles, and then they also put it in the Hot Wheels line. It's slightly different casting, but same car generally. So few different ones, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to hit like on the channel. I appreciate your support and have a fantastic week.